I'm not asking you to pick and choose rules.
And what are you asking me to do?
I'm asking you to put a bit of common sense in here.
You're asking me to ignore a rule.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the elite men's hurry.
So I recorded something straight after it. I don't have this, which I won't use, and I've slept on it. I thought a little bit more about it and, well, yeah, okay? We're gonna talk about this. Let me start with exactly what happened. Last weekend saw the New South Wales State Criterium Championships. We had just over 20 in the elite men's, considering you have almost 100 people coming to Tuesday Night Heffron. We'll get to that. It being a crit, everyone's kind of milling around the same area. You know, personally, I'm there watching the under 23s, the under 23 ladies, and the elite ladies. So we're all kind of in the same area, talking to the guys we're racing against. We all know each other, all that kind of stuff. Sign in, everything goes as usual. Go in, take your license over, get your number, get your transponder. Absolutely nothing out of the extraordinary happening at this moment. A couple of minutes before the race, we all start sort of gathering at the start line. One of the Parramatta officials starts talking about the course and the lap in, lap out. Again, nothing particularly extraordinary happening here. Then one of the commissaires comes over to me and asks me to see the form for my authority to run a bike camera during the race.
Get that? Good.
Now, we are going to talk particularly about form, but I just want to stay in the moment right now. I tell him that I have filled in the form and that I don't have it in my skin suit next to my caffeine gel, but I can 100% show him after the race, got the email, can do that, no problem. No, needs to see the form right now, and unless he sees it right now, we're talking 2 minutes to the start, unless he sees the form right now, he will not let me run a bike camera.
That is your answer.
Okay, so,
So much about organisation.
It's at this point I noticed that like 5 or 6 guys are all of a sudden kind of going back to their cars, or I don't have time to do that, but like taking things off their bike.
You gotta take his off too.
They are removing the cameras from their bikes. The footage that they would have shared with... Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. We've got to stay in the moment. We are at an impasse. He is very keen to see this form on the start line, which I have filled in, but am unable to show him on the start line. I am staring at him. He is staring at me. We pretty much get a 3, 2, 1, go, and the race begins. So to sum up what actually happened, at sign-in, everyone did their normal sign-in, no questions were asked or any particular special things happened. Then on the start line, minutes before the race, those who had bike cameras affixed to their camera were informed that unless they could show the commissaire literally seconds before the start that they had filled in this form, they had to remove the cameras. Now we can start talking about this. The form, you ask, really interesting question. And yeah, I do remember filling this form out, but I thought what might be interesting is if we actually go onto the Cycling New South Wales website, pop up to the search column and maybe search for something along the lines of, I don't know, camera. Or probably maybe bike camera. Full disclosure, Ed White pointed that out to me. And look, the reason I slept on this is because yeah, it was super easy just to get in front of you guys and rant. What is the objective of bringing this up and talking to you in this shouty tone? We need to have a discussion. It could be simple. It could be as simple as checkbox actually in the online registration process for the particular race that says, well, you've either filled in the form or that you are aware of the conditions and restrictions, etc., etc. Okay. I got a little shouty there, didn't I? Apologies. We're keeping it positive, right? And don't get me wrong, like I'm not having a go at the concept of the form itself. I think that sort of waiver thing, that's fine. Do I think the delivery of that particular form is in the right state? Well, no, because it's almost impossible to find. And also, like, it really does open a can of worms, because when we start talking about accessories on the bike, are we talking about cycling computers? Are we talking about sunglasses? So obviously, some sort of clarification's really required, and a dialogue's required on that. But we're positive, right? Just like the helmets, you know how sort of we have that authority sticker on the helmets? Why don't we have a little sticker that just goes on the camera? Maybe you apply for it every year. You literally just put a little sticker on the camera that kind of says that this camera is authorized. That way then at least, you know, if comms want to do the check like right at the start line, then boom, there it is. You either have the sticker or you don't have the sticker. And I definitely want to be super positive about this, because we got a shout out during the week on a Ride Media article when the NRS calendar was released. Chris Ball talking about us and talking about the fact that, yeah, we run bike cameras and we try and give people insight into the racing. So it's happening. Like, it's happening. We just have to get this little bit of admin kind of just, boom, nailed. And the other positive is, well, we can just go for a ride. So we're going to put all that behind us. We're going to move on. We're just going to get back into bike riding, okay? We're on a little Wiseman's Loop today, bringing you with us. Not bringing. There was literally no cars a second ago. No, got motorbikes. All right, we're just going to jump on the bike.
The wisdom passed on from the dog squad, from Mad Dog to me, has been passed on to the team. Yeah.
New generation of plum eaters.
Yeah.
Really nice cinematic footage of us going up Galston Gorge. And then, well, we didn't go at a cinematic pace, put it that way.